Okay, so we're getting started with part 2. Part 1 was creating these prints with the jelly plate. Okay, so what is next for me is that this is the mulberry paper. So I'm going to set that aside for now. I have to treat that one a little differently because it is, it's really thin and somewhat fragile. I mean, you can tear it and you see the threads and everything. So I'll set that aside and figure out what I'm going to do with that. But in creating my own ephemera for my planners and journals, after making the jelly prints, I look at them and I decide if they need anything else. Let's see, I'm rolling my cart over here next to me. My cart right there, it has a lot of stuff in it, so like my other utensils, writing, coloring, no, not coloring, well, coloring, colors and stuff. So I'm rolling that closer to me because it's usually on the other side of my room. So, so what I do now is I usually look at the print and see if I need anything before, or like I feel like it needs, maybe a little something extra as far as doodling or accents or, stuff like that. So let's say on this one, these right here, I will probably outline, and I can use a bunch of different things, but I think I'm gonna use my jelly rolls. I need to make sure I'm in frame. My jelly roll pens, and then I think you have to choose a color, but I'm gonna go with white. And then I just kind of it's not a science, well, at least not for me. I don't know if it is for other people, but I'm honestly just doing whatever my hands want to do, whatever my eyes find pleasing, and I go to town. And sometimes this is the most fun as opposed to the jelly printing, but actually it's all tons of fun for me, which is why I make time to do it, which it did take me many years to master the art of making time to do the things that are fun for me. Okay, let's go ahead and close that one out. Let's see, what else should we do with this? These will not stay whole sheets. They do get cut. So, sometimes when I'm looking at them, to add accents, I keep that in mind, that it's gonna get cut, so it's not that I'm looking at a whole picture to frame. It's that I know that these are gonna become pieces that I, use in my notebooks. Now, all that to say, I have produced over the years sheets like this, where when I look at it, I love the way it looks so much that I leave it alone. I don't cut it up, I don't use it anywhere, but sometimes I pin it to my wall just because it came out so good, and in one whole piece. That happens too. But with these papers, I'm wanting to make some more ephemera because I'm kind of running low. I mean, I have this, I still have some pieces here. This is like a previous one that I have. But when I use them in my art journal or planner or whatever, I layer the pieces. And so this is what I'm using right now. I mean, I have like 3 other boxes full, but this little pack is what I have on my desk, and I try to use up this before I go grab more. And some of these needed, I feel like they just need like some layering tools, and so that's what I'm gonna use these for. Okay, so I think we'll leave that. We're gonna look at the next one. And let's see. This one I'll probably take like I feel it needs black. Honestly, sometimes I feel like all of them need some kind of black in them. I'm not sure if I've ever done any without, you know, like black accents or whatnot. And I love the randomness. I love the, you know, the imperfections or whatnot. I love that they don't make sense. Like you see, you know, you can see the same colors, but not the same pattern. I love that. So it doesn't make sense, and everything else in my life has to make sense, but my art does not. And I guess that's what draws me to it. So this might be it for this. Just little doodles, honestly, little dots. Posca is my favorite, but you do have to let it dry because you know, it'll smear. You can see how it's kind of glossy because it's still wet. The jelly rolls, they need time to dry too, but not as long as this. So that's done. So this one, sit down for a minute. What does this need? You could outline a few of these, and let's do a different color, not just white. Let's use jelly roll again, or no, yeah, these are smaller, so I'm gonna use jelly roll, but I'm trying to figure out a color. Is it purple green? Let's do a, let's do a light blue. And I won't do all of them. This is just, you know, it's supposed to just be accents anyway, so. I mean, sometimes it is tempting to go in and do all of them because this is just so relaxing for me. But I like just a few to create just like an accent little diamonds. So let's see. Okay. For now, that's it. Then there was this one. I was really happy with this one because I liked all the underneath stuff that it picked up. it's the old paint that was under the fresh paint, which the fresh was that pinky and red color. I don't even remember which colors I used, but there was paint underneath and it picked it up, and those are always my favorite. Now, I guess on this one, I have these watercolor creams. They're metallic colors. I like them. I like that. Let's see if I don't have it. I like that you can add water to them, but you can also just smear them on non-porous surfaces, right? Like this is non-porous now that I added water. So like it'll smear real nice and create some smudging effect, which is another favorite. So we'll just outline this. The only thing I have to remember is that with these watercolor creams, I can't draw over it. Well, I mean, I can, I guess, if I use like maybe a charcoal pencil. But if I'm using like the microns, will not work over it. No gel pens will work over it. No, not even Sharpie will work over it. It has, like, it would have to be a pencil, I think. So I just have to keep that in mind, because sometimes I've used these and then I go like try to draw a flower or something, and I'm like, it's not taking. I've ruined a few pens, microns and Sharpies doing that. So I just need to remember that I can't draw over this with those. So am I still in? Just color that. Yeah, these cream, my mom bought me these for something, birthday, some holiday or whatever, and they have become my new favorite for this reason. I have used them with water because they are watercolor. So they're water soluble, and I have used them with water, but I have found that my favorite way to use them is just to smudge them like this, because they work so nice doing it that way. Let's add a little gray in here on this down here. It's gray, and well, it's silver because these are shimmer. So you can see the shimmer effect. I don't know if that's coming out on camera or not. Let's see. You can see how it shimmers. There we go. So yeah, I'm gonna leave that alone. So that one's done. And then the next one was this one, which, looking at it, I have this kind of like this white spot here, cream. Oh, it's a cream color spot, and I'm trying to figure out if I want to put another medium on that, which I might, now that I'm looking at this stamp. It's supposed to be like flower stems, but I don't use it like that. But I've used acrylic paint on it, and I'm not sure. Hopefully it still grabs. And then I'll just do this. They don't need to be dominant, just something subtle. Or no, not there. That's looking like. It doesn't look so plain in that white color part. Okay, that's better. What else? What else? You know, I think I'm just gonna like, let's just doodle some stuff right here. am 100% not good at drawing or sketching or whatever. And I'm okay with that. It's not like I'm, you know, like I don't need to be. But it does limit my it does limit my my art a little bit, because sometimes I want to draw something and it's in my head, but I cannot make it come out on paper. So I do simple stuff. My stuff is all doodles. It's nothing major. And do some little others. Okay. Let's do some more here. And that'll be it for that one. Okay, that needs to dry a little bit. Now, the mulberry paper. Go back and see part 1. So you can see mulberry get jelly printed. This is different. This is literally like not, it's stronger than tissue, but you can, you know, it actually looks kind of neat like that. So I don't think I'm going to accent that. Well, you know what? Let's try these the watercolor creams, and let's do actually let's do lime green or whatever has a color on there. Let's see how this does on mulberry jelly printed paper, which it is. Yep, taking it pretty good. And then let's do a different color in that little center there. We'll bring out we'll do gold. There. Let's add some up here. Let's just go ahead and do this. Now, if you don't want to get your fingers dirty when you're rubbing stuff, you can always use like a makeup wipe and, you know, dab. You can use brush, whatever you want. It doesn't bother me. So, and I know there's people out there that say that it's like toxic and you're not supposed to like get it on your skin and stuff, but honestly, it still doesn't bother me. I'm sure I've put more toxic things in my body over the years. There. There is mulberry paper. Okay. So, these doodles, the doodles, like the final touches are done on these. So then what I would do next is tear them up. I'm having afternoon coffee, so I'm refrained from taking a nap, and I think it is helping. Now, sometimes I've used scissors, but my favorite way to tear it up is with a ruler, because it doesn't have a perfect edge. You know, it doesn't give it a perfect edge, it gives it a rough edge. So, you know, I'm gonna say 90% of the time, no rhyme, no reason, I just put it down and do that. Okay. Okay, you see this white spot and this white spot? Not a fan. I could either color it in with something so it has color, or I can just tear that off and tear this off. But see, I like the black. I'm wondering if I, you know what? Let's color that. And let's use purple. We're just going all with watercolor creams today, just because it's fast and easy. But so I don't have to tear that off, that it's so close to the black, and I like that accent, so. There, that works. Okay, now as far as size of papers, how I tear them, since I have so many, some will be small, some I'll leave big. These, I feel they need to be cut in half, so I'll just do that. We have more white over here, and that, sometimes I use normal scissors, sometimes I use the textured scissors that have like the jagged edges. But for right now, I'm just gonna use this, okay? Yeah, so these are gonna have, like, they're gonna probably color that in. Let's do, red. There we go. Okay. So that paper turned into square-ish size. Let's see what we do with this paper. Okay, there's a lot of the white there, so I'm gonna cut it right down the middle. I'm gonna cut that off right there. This I'm gonna cut right here along that blue side. And these are not, you know, again, broken record, but like, I'm not looking for perfect dimensions. I'm not looking for any of that. I'm looking at whatever my eye likes. And then let's do these. See this? So these will stay long. Let's go ahead and do this one down. Oh, see, I like this. So I'm not gonna cut right on it. I'm gonna move it over a little bit. So we'll have a skinny piece. And then sometimes I'll just do this, and that's done. We'll have a skinny piece. Okay, next will be this one. Let's see. This actually turned out to be a favorite because green and purple. I don't know why I like those colors together, but let's put it there. Actually, let's make these look smaller. I'm trying to hurry so this video isn't so long. And let's go ahead and cut these. Okay, that right there will not bother me because more than likely I'm gonna cover it with another. Neither does this. It'll all work out in the end. Make these small. Let's cut that. There we go. We'll leave that like that. Next is this one. Okay, and it's just more cutting. See, different edges, nice. Let's make this one long, and then let's cut white. I don't want that part. I think I'll leave that. And I'll leave that. And then this one. Yeah, let's go right down the middle. Ish. And let's go down the middle again. And actually, let's do this. Okay. I'm gonna cut this edge off. And so I'm gonna go down the middle here. Almost done. And then let's just do this. There. And as for the mulberry paper, this is new, so let's try and see how it works, me doing this. I've never done this before. Okay, it's right there. You have to be gentle, apparently. Okay, you see all the threads? This might be easier to use scissors on. Okay, so now let's see how it cuts through scissors. Let's just do it this way. Easy. Should I keep these big? Let's see. I think I'll keep these big. Let's just clean that up a little bit. And this one, let's cut it in half. Okay, mulberry paper. So there we go. Mulberry, everything cut. That is part 2 of making my own ephemera. Now I have all these pieces, and I will be doing a part 3, what comes after this. That's it. Thanks for watching.